Montgomery, and I'm here with President and CEO of OURAY, Aaron Montgomery. Aaron, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
So what brings you to Oklahoma?
I'm here visiting the local branch and doing some sales and marketing.
Very fun. So where did OURAY get its start, and how did it get its start?
We started in 2011. Kind of the same story you've probably heard a million times. We started in an extra room in the house and have been growing it ever since.
So what's the future like for OurAY? What do you guys got going on this year?
Well, after I leave here, I'm actually flying to Asia, where we're putting the building blocks together for the new OurAY Asia Pacific Response Consortium, where we have organized with many of our customers, some of the largest chemical manufacturers in the world, and are looking to provide a comprehensive emergency response services throughout the Asia Pacific region, from India to Korea and Japan and everywhere in between.
Fantastic. So when you guys go into Asia or India or Panama, what is exactly that you and your team do?
Yeah, so Panama's a good example, right? We started in a new location there in Colón, Panama, should roll out later this year. And we do the actual boots on the ground cleanup of chemical spills. So if we have a customer that has chemical moving through the Panama Canal, or it arrives at a port, or they have an issue at a customer facility, whatever the case may be, we have the chemical expertise and the container expertise to properly fix their problems, whether that be a cleanup, a container repair, a transload. We have the expertise to conduct that work in a safe manner. Not just safe for our people and their people, but safe for the community.
You know, as you and I have been kind of discussing, before we kind of joined the camera and stuff, you were talking about sand mines. So kind of describe what those entail.
So over the last couple of years, we've been working conducting engineering services in the frac sand industry. So from West Texas to Oklahoma, we effectively service that industry. So that industry utilizes is basically a mining process where they mine the sand-rich deposit, and then they run it through a wet plant process where it scrubs off all the clays and ultrafines, and then they run it through a dry plant process that dries it before it can be used. And we service typically the wet plant side, because it's a lot of pumps and water and lots of problems, so we can help solve those for them.
So is there something that you haven't been able to touch on yet that you would like to or expand into for your company?
No, I mean, we've got just kind of continuing to grow in the chemical emergency response, grow in the frac sand industry, doing other engineering services, more perhaps in the petroleum industry, oil and gas service sector, and see where that takes us.
So what motivated you to start OurAY?
We really saw a need for global chemical emergency response. I've been in the industry for a while, kind of as a technician through to a project manager, through to a division manager at a company, and then decided that our visions were very different. I wanted to be more global, and the company I was with, they wanted to stay more in their local market. So it was time, and through to some good contacts and customers, we've had some pretty good success over the last 8 years.
That's fantastic. So what makes you different from other companies like yourself?
Yeah, there really isn't too many companies like us. Because we offer a global service, nobody else really offers a global emergency response service that provides an actual cleanup service. And but as far as other environmental companies, really our team is the best. I mean, we have the capabilities in-house to do some of the most complex problems with some of the most challenging materials for some of the most demanding customers. And to be able to do that and have the great team, super knowledgeable people, you always say hire people better than you, and definitely got some guys that are that.
That's amazing. So what's your outlook for global environmental services for the future?
just to continue to move into new markets. Obviously, this Asia Pacific consortium is taking off and still very much in the young ages. So that's gonna take a lot of my attention for the coming years. But then beyond that, and beyond the services we also already have, and the services we're growing in Latin America, to move to Europe and just take our customers and continue to provide good service and grow with them.
That's great. Thank you, Aaron, very much for taking the time today to talk to me. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.